everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jets going up against the Chiefs. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Well, Larry, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. First down, it's Smith. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
First down, Kessler sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. And here are the starters offensively, and one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
From midfield now, looking for his tight end Daniels, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And New York set to take the field. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll He'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the carry that time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets. But we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners. And
Forte so experienced more touches than anybody else in the NFL the last 8 years. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And able to find Decker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a toss. This is Forte. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of cheats there to bring him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he finds Daniels. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The NFL sack leader from 2014, Justin Houston, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. Looking for his tight end, Daniels, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the ball.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guy. Will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Smith.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to work. Bruce Carter with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
To throw, Kessler. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and 1, Kessler. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Steve McClendon breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, this is Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. In motion, Hill. They run again with Ware. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So it's fourth down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Throwing is Kessler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Smith on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's got Decker, left side. It's a pickup of 19. That's good for a Jets first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Kessler now on first down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And, oh, the ball's out. Forte loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On first down, this is Forte. He'll get 3 up to midfield. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From midfield now, here's Kessler. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got a man, complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on second down is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So out now come the Jets. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Kessler throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Owen Daniels, the veteran tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
It's Kessler. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Let's take it at around the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run now with Ware. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And Pryor, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll get 23 yards there, and that leads to a New York 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
On 3rd down, Kessler. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green.
So they will go for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the run, it's Ware. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Smith now to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. If you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. This will be caught at the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alex Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Kessler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the Matt Forte we know. I don't care that he's not in Chicago anymore. He's going to help the New York Jets in a big way catching the football.
Boy, absolutely. Remember 2 years ago, 2014, over 100 catches, 102 with the Bears.
The guy's an absolute workhorse in every aspect of the game. Almost surprised that he doesn't get 1,000 and 1,000 most years.
And Anderson's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Kessler, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kessler. And my goodness, another interception. A great, and now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Forte, the lone running back. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They come out here in the eye. They run it here. Where? It's a loss of 2, now third down. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
Under.
After the run, Smith going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Ready. 3.
They snap it to Smith. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go now.
Kessler will try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And Marcus Peters breaks up the pass, and what a rookie year he had in 2015. The third cornerback taken in the draft, but he ended up being the defensive rookie of the year. And I'm frankly not surprised. I saw him as a sophomore back at the University of Washington, and just watching practice, didn't really know who he was. And about 20 plays into practice, I grabbed an assistant coach and said, "Who is number 21?" And he told me about Marcus Peters then, continued to develop, and now has really unleashed it all on the NFL.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here we go. Kessler on fourth down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Set, move, 45. Under. Check.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
In motion, Hill.
Under.
Here's Smith now on second down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Kessler. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Spencer Ware, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Kessler again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Move 45. Over.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Steve McClendon in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
On first down, Kessler. Anunwa's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. And he comes back with one complete. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Smith. And Wilson has it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing is Smith. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Smith, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one taken just inside the 10. And New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Kessler, he's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Third down, here's Forte. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Kessler seeing something he doesn't like, so he takes a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Kessler on fourth down. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that's...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down now after the pass completion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Kessler on second down. Now a desperate, and now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints, who love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Ravens going up against the Saints. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Lynch, and he fires one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Austin. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
His tight end Jordan Cameron, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Play action, Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tavon Austin, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On second down, Lynch. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now Lynch to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a carry for White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Lynch looking to throw on second. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
On third down, Lynch. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Set. 3-19.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Pryor has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Now let's go. Blue.
On second down, here's Lynch. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Lynch now throwing on third. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it brings up fourth down. Now Kai Forbath to try the field goal for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A second down throw for Prescott. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Second down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 39. Good.
On second down, Lynch. It's caught. Lockett. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Forbath will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he's forced out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Prescott now on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. It's a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dak Prescott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And a dump off to White. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. It's caught, Lockett, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, now lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And now another one thrown incomplete. now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Prescott on first down. Brought in by Coates. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here. On first and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw is Prescott. Deep drop. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third and 1, it's Lynch. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable. And oftentimes, offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense playing for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And caught by Cameron right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Lynch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Eifert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is taken at his 4. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's caught. Cameron, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And again, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sammy Coates, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Lynch. And this is incomplete. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Lynch. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tavon Austin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing on the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll make it second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This is White on the screen. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down and just 1.
Here we go now. Green, gun.
Now White. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Lynch to throw. And Eifert has it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the big fella. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another pistol look here. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. From midfield now, here's Lynch. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go. Lynch on fourth down. Wide open receiver complete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shane Ray in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Lynch. To the left side here for Eifert. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing, Lynch. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone. The
risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A first down throw for Prescott. And caught by Cameron right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is caught at the end. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lynch on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! He's checking crack. Set! Blue, landing! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. You got tight right there. No. Check. Patriot!
On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On third down, it's Prescott surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. A big offensive explosion.